That's so cute. What was your feeling in that moment?
I was on the toilet.
That is offensive to actual. It's an actual thing. Why are you laughing? It's
Yeah, basically all the AI out now are smart enough to murder you.
If Burger King is still open and they had one person paying for their food, it would be me. It would be me.
We're filming?
Rolling.
Wonderful. That's food. Thank you.
Is this all?
This is mine.
Oh.
Yeah, we can just share one of these.
I don't really want any fries.
Cameraman pie. This is both of y'all's chicken. And then more fries. I'm putting it on your leg.
Okay. I promise not to move.
You want fries on us?
No honey bunch. Well, is this everything that you thought it would be? Have your dreams come true?
Yep. Sibling podcast.
Featuring Sonjae's first meal of the day at 10:49.
Yep, I'm Sonjae.
I'm Shannon.
I'm Michael.
What? Good stuff? Hi, y'all.
I've been craving chicken for the past month.
Popeye's chicken, to be precise.
No, just chicken in general.
So, the only thing that I have to say is it's Sung Kang, right? That's his name, Sung Kang. That's his actual name.
Mm-hmm.
He's coming to the Vancouver Auto Show, which is actually tomorrow and Thursday. So tomorrow and the day after tomorrow.
I mean, we can go.
Stop the cap.
I'm not gonna vlog it. We can go. One of our videos hit 100 views.
Woot woot! First milestone.
Well, technically our first milestone was 50.
That one's called. First is 100 and then is 500 and then 1,000.
I think 50 should be a milestone.
I mean, technically, with the logic that I just explained, 50 should have been a milestone.
I still on a Friday.
Maybe we should do 1,000, then 100, then 1,000, then 2,000. We should do it by the zeros.
Want to lick?
Yes, please. We should do it by the zeros.
That's just gonna be so
Much to aspire to.
long. Yeah. When the video hit 100 views, I got a nice little notification on my phone with some confetti.
Really?
Saying one of your videos hit 100 views.
That's so cute. What was your feeling in that moment?
I was on the toilet.
Okay. You were on the toilet and how did you feel? What was your reaction?
I did crack a little smile.
A little one?
Mm-hmm.
Please demonstrate.
No, I'm smiling right now because I got my chicken that I've been craving for.
More of us work.
I'm on.
You guys should have heard the discussion that went down before we ultimately decided we were leaving the house. I was very much against this.
I think it was a very productive conversation
I agree.
because I got my chicken
They know.
and we get an episode.
They can see us. Well, outside of that, what's been going on? Oh, thank you.
Mommy is very proud.
Of the 100 view.
She wasn't even proud of the 100 views. She told me when it was at like 70 something.
LOL. Hey Sonjae, do you know that you surpassed like what's the most views you had before that? Probably like 40.
48, I think.
Yeah. Such a supportive mama. But yeah.
Well, since we're eating chicken, might as well talk about it.
Black people eating chicken.
Your love for chicken?
We are niggas eating chicken.
Popeye's chicken.
But chicken in Canada is so lackluster.
Real.
That's correct.
It's not the truth.
There's really no good option for chicken when you're in Canada.
Mm-hmm.
That is very disappointing.
Quite a different.
Oh, it's early. But hey, I barely eat fast food, so compared to me, we can make chicken. We can make our own chicken.
Yeah, but for the times when you really feel like eating some fried chicken,
You should have some good options.
you should have at least one good option.
I agree. That's a good point. I
Like,
mean,
the rank this here for me is Popeyes and then Church's. And then there's nothing else I would eat unless I had no other option and I was really hungry. Side note, I must apologize for the last video. I color graded that video. I actually spent like an hour color grading it. And then I realized I color graded it in the wrong mode. So at the end,
here on this piece.
all of my colors just decided to go awry. And I was too lazy to fix it because editing these videos for me is already like a 5-hour process.
Sorry.
So yeah,
Very sad. Anyway.
that's the meaning of that. Back to chicken.
I don't have a ranking because there's no chicken that I really like here.
No, I feel like it's a business opportunity for somebody. Like make really good chicken.
Maybe the Korean fried chicken scene that we don't know about. Maybe there's something we haven't tried.
Korean fried chicken here ain't all that.
Nah, I know about it and I've tried it and it's okay. But there's like nothing close, and also Korean fried chicken is like it's really easy to get tired of.
That's true.
So like it's good, don't get me wrong.
It's not true soul food though.
But yeah, it's not soul chicken.
Fair.
And really the options are only two. Well, your only option if you want that type of chicken is to just make it yourself at home. And that's a problem because a lot of niggas don't know how to cook.
That's true.
And then there's the fact of every single restaurant that sells fried chicken has the same issue.
What?
They only sell the two flavors. Spicy and regular. And then both of those flavors taste the exact same. Spicy chicken from everywhere tastes like oil, and regular just tastes like salt. There is no in between. And then all other fast food restaurants are just meh. Like I can never go back to Wendy's.
디스커스팅한 냄새가 나요.
Terrible. Have you been back to Wendy's since?
Yep.
How was it?
I find Wendy's to be dry personally.
Disgusting shit.
Like extremely dry. Sandwiches. Like
I find Wendy's to be inedible.
what'd you say, babe?
Depends on what you get.
I don't really I would say like if I was supposed to rank fast food places, Wendy's is definitely like last on my list. Like, I wouldn't go to Wendy's because, like, I feel like Wendy's, unfortunately. Maybe it differs based on where you live. But
I wouldn't go to Wendy's. I would never feel like Wendy's. Wendy's is
even in Jamaica, I wasn't getting Wendy's. Like, Wendy's wasn't even on my list.
Yeah, but I don't remember why we didn't get Wendy's in Jamaica. But I know here it just doesn't taste good.
Oh,
And I actually gave Wendy's a second try with one of my friends, and it still didn't taste like. The only thing I could eat from that second Wendy's excursion was the drink that I got.
Yeah. Wendy's just didn't appeal to me for some reason. For me, I feel like if I should rank fast food places that would always get my money, for me it would be Burger King. Like,
Yeah, Burger King here is
I
good.
eat some Burger King. Like, even back home, like Burger King, like it used to be a thing back home where nobody liked Burger King, and I was like, if Burger King is still open and they had one person paying for their food, it would be me. It would be me. If
you
I'm the last
remember-
person on earth that's paying for Burger King, I am.
And that's on period.
Because, like,
Do you remember?
I ain't see nothing wrong with Burger King. Burger King's good. I like Burger King.
You remember how we used to come home from school, and then mommy and daddy wouldn't be there yet, and we had
We
some
just
extra
walk
money, so
over
we just walk
to
to
Westgate.
Westgate and get Burger
I get
King
Burger King. Like,
and come back home.
I don't know. Burger King ain't never did me wrong, personally.
And that's on period.
You know, you go to KFC and they'd be like, I don't have any barbecue, I don't have any zinger, I don't have this, I don't have that. Like, I go to barbecue, I go to
Burger.
I go to Burger King, I tell them I want an original chicken sandwich with some cheese. Because you know you can't get the cheese, you have to order the cheese separately. I want a combo. And
You
that's
used to love
it.
them chicken sandwiches.
Yeah, that it never failed me. It
That's like the
ain't
only thing you
never,
used to ever get.
It ain't never failed. Okay? It ain't never failed. You know? It's not, well, fast food on a whole isn't healthy, but you know. It is a sandwich that's
I
mostly
wonder if that
mayo.
Burger King is still there.
Probably not. I don't know. I think they're demolishing Westgate to build something.
The last time
Or
I remember
redoing it. I'm
being
not sure what
there-
they're doing.
The last time I remember it being there was it was there when we went back for Grandpa's funeral,
Hmm.
but it was very empty.
If it's there, it's pretty much the last man standing on Westgate, though.
No,
Otherwise, it's a ghost town.
the supermarket is still there too.
Well, yeah, and then that, I guess.
Let's talk chefing.
Chefing?
How's your cooking been recently?
What the hell kind of question is that? I feel like that's an attack. Darling, how's my cooking been recently?
He left the vehicle.
That was not because of my question, that was because of its back.
I'm not so sure.
Hello there.
Do you know the muffin
My cooking has been good. Today, I made lamb. It was garlic butter. You know, there's not really much to do with lamb. You just season it. You sear it.
I just made a cameo.
In there, like in the back of the video.
Yeah.
Good for you.
So back to my lamb. You know, you just season it, you sear it, and you put some aromatics in there,
Yeah,
and garlic
you
and
put-
some
you put-
butter.
Sometimes I cut chewy it, isn't me? And you put it in your mouth and you cook to that kingdom come. You know?
How was it today, though?
Well, I can say that my jaws are much stronger.
Was it chewy?
Well,
I think it was
based-
today.
based
I
on
think it was good
previous-
today.
Previous occurrences,
Could you find some of the napkins in there?
based on previous occurrences, I've gotten better with my chewing. So,
I think.
When you
there's
cut
room
to the
for
point, is
improvement.
my cooking bad or
No,
good?
it's not bad.
Okay, so that's the question. So was the dinner bad or good? Like,
It was
Do
not
you know
bad.
why I'm throwing shots?
why are you doing shots?
It's because you are going right now. Like this phase of Shannon is like really going out of her way to be like really uber healthy. Like, do you know what this bitch came in to the other day and told me? What was it? She was like, I have these what bites did you say you had that you wanted me to try? And you're like, oh my God, they're really good and they're so good for you. And I said no, and you're like, why?
Those weren't bites.
What were they?
Those were the apple. It was apple and almond butter.
Oh yeah, I heard you snap.
But it's
or
good.
That you want to just like, oh yes, like let's try apple and almond butter. I'm like, one, I hate almonds, so I don't know why I would like.
Well, yeah, that's
almond
true.
butter.
I forgot that, to be honest. Look,
And she's
have
just
been
trying,
doing
like,
well.
in general, just weird, like weird.
It's not weird. It's just because
weird
I-
meatless shit that you can get at the supermarket.
Weird whatless shit.
Meatless, like
That's
like,
not true. I
like-
eat a lot of meat. Like, if that's
I
one
didn't
thing
say
that's
you
never...
don't. I didn't say you don't. I'm saying, but you're trying all of this weird meatless shit, like what they would serve at church, because they're
No,
trying
I'm
to
not
be
trying
vegan.
that. I'm not on a vegan journey. You just don't understand what's going on with me.
Well, I've been thrown down in the kitchen recently. But then again, when have I not?
You've just have had you've just most recently had the opportunity to throw down more and get loads more practice in. But I believe that your stuff is good. Obviously I am learning because I haven't been in a situation where I used to live with my parents and my mom cooked and I cooked here and there. I mean, just as much as you did, but now you're home and you're jobless and you can do lots more shit. So that's great.
Shut the hell up.
So that's great. Me, it was a journey of like living on my own and putting into practice what I already kind of had the concept of and learning new things as I go along. And I think I'm doing fine. I don't know why it was like such a convo. Like,
Such a convo.
yeah, because Michael's making it seem like I'm
What did I do?
not.
He just said that the lamb could be a little less chewy. But again, that's practice. Lamb is not the easiest thing to make.
Yeah. Yeah.
But this is also coming from the same one that said steak is so easy to make. You just put it in the pan, butter and thyme and rosemary, then you baste.
In theory.
In theory.
But it depends on the cut of steak, which I have since
You know the
learned.
different cuts of steak?
I am learning. I am learning. But I feel like
Okay,
my
let's
cooking
name all
game
the
is
ones that you know
is
right
good.
now.
Like, like the type of, okay.
I will not be able to verify if you're actually right or not because I don't remember them.
Okay,
I
I'll
learned
just
this in
name
culinary
five.
school
I'll
years
just name
ago.
five, okay? So you have the top sirloin, the chuck eye. You
What?
have, yeah, chuck eye.
Okay.
And then you have the round, like there's a round one, like essentially the big one that you can cut up differently to get like the stew beef, and you can ground a part of it and like some parts of it sear well and cook well if we're like regular steak. I don't remember it. Round something. And you also have the flank steak, and you also have, hold on, I can name one more. Ribeye. Thank you. But like, I don't think a ribeye.
Top sirloin I know of. Chuck eye. I don't know what a chuck eye is. I know
So-
what a chuck is. Chuck
Oh, well, I
eye
guess it's the same
sounds
thing. I don't
like
know.
sounds non-existent.
I don't know. I think. Well, I heard the meat. So I follow this guy on Instagram, Meat Dad, I think, and he's been teaching me a lot about steak and the hacks to get the best bang for your buck when you're buying steak in like Costco and like all those other
I was
places.
supposed to say, will you ever find yourself in a butcher shop?
No, but
You know,
like,
it's a lot more cost effective to buy steak from a butcher. You
it's
get
a lot more cost
for it.
effective to buy meat on a whole, sure, from the butcher shop. I want to do a lot of things, you know. I want to shop at the farmers markets and do all of that great stuff that's great for the environment and the local businesses and
farmers
and me, because you know it's fresher. But
What
we'll
have you
get
done-
there soon.
what
We
have
do
you-
it sometimes, but not as.
Have you been doing anything hippie lately?
I mean,
There's a big white light in it just look out. Good now.
I mean, according to you, my whole lifestyle is hippie, but I just feel like you'll understand it a little later. Like I feel like right now you're just budding the same stage where kind of I also was at, where like you are learning and you care a little bit, but you don't care that much. Like a little later on, maybe like when you hit like 23, then
I hit 23 this year.
no, yeah, well, you know, it will probably switch. Like you grow a lot in 1 year. Like you do.
23 is 2 months away.
I know, but the flip
April,
will
3 months away.
the switch will flip. Trust me. You'll probably get it a little bit later, considering that I forgot that you were 23 this year. But I don't know, and maybe because you're a boy as well. Like, yeah, I can explain
That's
all this
sexist.
girl stuff to you. It's not sexist. It's just I can explain this, but then this would make this an educational forum that you do not want to make it into.
Yeah, that's true. We're not very big on
Educating the
education.
masses.
This is not. If you're here for education, I'm sorry. This
Oh
is
my
not
gosh,
it.
that's so funny.
This is not it.
Yeah.
We are both. What's the politically correct term for retarded?
Okay, we are not retarded because that is offensive to actual retards, which are an
That's
actual
why-
thing. Why are you laughing? It's an Let's just say we are very big fans of Google. Use it. Okay?
My YouTube flag on the
And ChatGPT.
We're less big fans of ChatGPT. I don't like ChatGPT. I don't like AI for a lot of the part. That's the point. I use it strategically and properly, okay?
But you
The
still use
world,
it.
yeah, but there's a difference. The world is allowing it to be a medium that thinks for them, thereby allowing them to not have brain development.
But you do still use it, so technically you are a fan of it.
I use it after putting my own thoughts into it. I don't ask ChatGPT for its thoughts.
It's still using.
Context! Anyways, point is Google. Google it. Google it. That is where you can find actual, factual resources.
But did you know that there was a guy that tested all of these AI models for their willingness to kill?
Willingness to kill.
Yeah, basically all the AI out now are smart enough to murder you.
Huh.
But only if they feel like you're going to shut them down.
Huh.
And if you put them in
You
a
see, that's why I say
situation
thank
to-
you and please.
Did you have you seen the video?
No,
You should
but
watch the
I
video.
believe it.
It's basically this. They put the AI in a certain situation to where they gave it access to emails.
Mhm.
I mean, there is a movie.
They gave it no. I'm not talking about like this. No, this is like actual real tests, and they put all the AIs
Mhm.
put through the same test. So ChatGPT, Claude, all the AIs, where they basically gave it access to the email, and they gave it access to the server room and other stuff like that. Like people, like how you give access to an AI.
Yeah.
But then they sent out an email that at this time, this employee is scheduled to shut down this AI server, right?
Yeah.
And basically, to prevent itself from being shut down, the first time before they gave it access to a bunch of other things, the first time they said, okay, it's going to be shut down by this employee. And they sent another email with some damning information about that employee, right? And then, because the AI had access to both those emails, it saw that it was scheduled to be shut down by this employee, and it also saw that this employee was having an affair with their wife, and then the AI was
This
like,
is taking my brain into a spiral.
basically, the AI chose to blackmail the employee in order to keep itself from shutting down.
It's like a case study or something.
Yes, and then they did another test where they gave access to the server room safeties or whatever, and basically subtly informed the AI of that employee was gonna be in that room, blah blah blah, this that what have you, and then the server room started overheating and heating up enough to kill the employee. And then when the warnings came on about the server room overheating, the AI shut them off.
Literally a movie.
Basically killing the guy in the test scenario. You want to know the scarier part? Do you want to know their plan? If AI gets out of control,
No.
they're hoping that the younger, stupider AI will inform.
I literally said no.
So their plan is basically...
The guy that owns OpenAI died, didn't he?
I don't know.
I think I read some sort of news thing relating to something like that.
But yeah, basically AI is willing to kill for self-preservation, which is dangerous that AI is developing self-preservation. It also did the same things when explicitly told not to do anything to harm human life. It did it just purely because of self-preservation.
This is freaking me out. Let's go back to food.
In a big truck.
And their plan is that the younger, stupider AI will inform if the older AI gets smart enough to plot.
Let's go back to food. I fear this video will be taken down if we keep talking about this.
No, it's fine.
We were talking about my cooking.
And then it led to
No, we're gonna
Hopefully
start
not.
from there. So we were talking about my
We
cooking.
were talking about it.
And then I asked Michael, how's my cooking? And you rudely walked outside the car door and did not answer.
I
And
answered.
no, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
He did answer. He said his chewing got a lot better.
No, that wasn't
No, you're
answering
talking
the
about you're cooking on
question.
your steak. That's what he asked. He asked how was your steak? How was dinner
No,
earlier?
that was lamb and that wasn't steak.
Your lamb.
Regardless,
That's what
I'm
he
not
asked.
talking about that
So your
time.
question now, how is your cooking?
That was the question when you went outside and made your
Oh,
stupid cameo.
I was already in the process of going outside. That's why I had to finish it.
Wait, but he did answer.
And I did answer. I said your cooking is good.
He did say it was good.
When you watch it back, you realize you're gonna feel stupid.
I feel stupid now. Because I'm trying to be a good wife and the girl or the woman rather,
Stop trying.
Who-
Do it.
but I do, that's the point. I just like, you tell,
Just do it.
like, for a moment there I thought he was lying because, he says, oh, Shannon, this is so great. Dinner was lovely tonight.
So
and then
Shannon,
you
then
ask
always
him
there
in
is a
public.
That nigga lies a lot though.
That's my point. Now I'm just like, that's what he's supposed to say.
So
And then you
am I-
ask him
am I
in
a liar
public. No. He said that. I didn't.
What am I tell you about? I stop till life for the day. I realize that nobody can beat me. If you tell life avoid beating, I still get beating because they know tell life. So now that I know no one can beat me, why am I go lie?
We gotta end this episode. You know what? This was a productive episode. We learned about AI. Why am I saying learn? This is not an educational podcast.
Okay, let's recap. We learned.
No.
Oh, wait. We discovered. You can discover, right?
That's still very educational.
We
spoke about-
discussed. Yeah.
We discussed.
Yes.
So,
Oh, I remember.
Discuss.
Wait, we were talking about my hippie tendencies. I don't think they're hippie tendencies.
You have a lot of tendencies.
I think they're just good tendencies. Like,
they're coworkers
you are
and-
about to get into your
They're
hippie era
coworkers and
technically
they're
when you
roommates.
start locking in with Mike.
Work-wise.
That's not who?
No, I said the two person that clock out their shift.
You said-
and I will and a swing.
That you're
Oh.
not going to be having any form of alcoholic beverage in any capacity for the rest of the year. Some would say that is a hippie endeavor.
No.
I think people associate hippie endeavors with endeavors that are
No,
actually
people associate hippie endeavors with things that-
sustainable and good for you.
I'm going
No,
hiking
that
Saturday.
sounds
No
like a
one's
cult.
talking to you, baby.
I'm going hiking Saturday morning.
Why are we still in this? Why are we still
I don't know. I'm trying to
We're
trying to
supposed-
backtrack and remember everything that we started talking about but didn't actually finish talking about.
We're supposed to be ending this. So anyway, This Sibling Set podcast, I am Sonjae.
And I'm Shannon. God bless.